Hi, Nick here. Happy to be at MedTech World Day 2. Sascha Berger is here, an investment director with a specialist and an overarching dynamic and work effect in Saudi Arabian region. Good to have you, Sascha.
Thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here at MedTech World in Malta again. I've been coming and returning for multiple years now because it's the right size actually of a forum where you meet very relevant people from all around the world. So that's for me a very valuable trip to fly over from Saudi here to Malta. And meet the industry, but it's also not overwhelmingly large like many of these mega conferences
And
where you get lost.
you're used to sovereign wealth fund giga projects. You know that used to the descaling coming down to this intimate level. Yeah. So you brought you got Middle Eastern origins, bringing that perspective towards doing business with the family estates and offices with other investments, looking for innovation, and you're a person who can make the match, right? Are you here to discover new organizations that could be a benefit to financiers in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So the Middle East at large and Saudi in particular, where I work with a number of key national stakeholders, ministries, sovereign wealth fund, and as you say, giga projects, are very interested in advancing the healthcare capabilities of the region. Clearly, there is visionary leadership in the countries. There's capital, and they want to use that for getting better treatment options for their own patients, for being an example to the world how different healthcare systems can be set up, completely rethinking them. There's a benefit that you don't have a legacy system like in Western countries like the US or Europe, where you have to fight bureaucracies and certain ways of how reimbursement works. This is all emerging in the Middle East, and insofar also an opportunity for innovators who have completely different innovative solutions to place it there, work with hospitals, clinics or payers to be a pilot even on a global scale. And there's a great willingness in the Middle East to explore and work with innovators.
In Saudi Arabia, as you're saying, there's less barriers to entry, these giant bureaucracies, etc. And having the legacy institutions out there. Something else that's slightly different is how business is done. Is there a cultural difference between how perhaps business may be done in the US, business might be done in Saudi Arabia?
Absolutely not. It's exactly the same. No, of course not, right? No, clearly, I mean, everybody knows just from maybe not having been there, but that the Middle Eastern culture is different. And yes, in business, it's very different, in fact. So if founders or even funds looking for money travel the region because of the perceived wealth and hope for a quick win and just a deal, that's not how it works, right? So this is a relationship-based culture. You build trust by being there, by being a trustful partner, not asking for immediate return or a deal signature, but because you're genuinely interested in working together as partners. And if that is perceived by the Middle Eastern families or institutions that you are genuinely interested in a longer term partnership, I mean, you have tremendous opportunity there, right? You have to build the relationship, you have to invest in the relationship, but once you have done that and you've proven that you are a valuable source and resource, this can carry you quite well and long forward.
Cool. Well, thank you for bringing this total specialization and bringing the chance of opportunity for all of those startups out there. I guess they're looking to you. You're going to have a busy last day. Thanks very much for being with us, Sascha.
Well, thanks for having me.
Nicholas signing off from MedTech World.